Blue Stool number 51, Christina Erickson.
Picture it, Sicily, 1922. Don't get the reference? Somebody must, hopefully. Okay, well, welcome to my world of not getting references that college students today make. So picture this, college campuses in the 1980s and 1990s. Student environmental clubs working on projects like encouraging reusable mugs or water bottles even, and restricting herbicide use on campus lawns. But then club leaders graduating and taking their knowledge, relationships, and notes with them. There was no such thing as Google Drive. We did have a really sweet filing cabinet, though. New students arrive, want to get involved, start over. Repeat, 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 until those students graduate and say, enough, this is ridiculous, there must be a better way. What can we do to ensure continuity and to share and provide insider campus knowledge and build upon past work instead of starting over? Oh, and at the same time, this thing now known as campus sustainability became a thing. The better way in this case, something called eco-representatives, or eco-reps for short. The first program started at Tufts University in 2001 and was built using concepts from behavioral psychology, social marketing, and peer education models. It focused on bringing a group of students together to learn key environmental concepts, campus systems, and change-making processes. The program focused on behaviors that students have control over, such as separating waste, turning off lights, and other electrical items when not needed, eating or not eating certain foods, conserving water, cue the toilet, and using public and human-powered transportation options. As the campus sustainability movement grew and sustainability staff positions were created, the EcoReps program concept spread to other campuses. When I started my doctoral studies on this topic in 2006, there were 36 programs. Today, there are an overestimated 75 to 100 programs, including ours here at Champlain, which I started in 2011. Yeah. So over the past 20 years, programs evolved to current conditions, including more social justice and equity layers, using contemporary outreach methods like social media, and so on. Not all programs made it. Staffing changes, budget cuts, and the pandemic, as well as other models that suited some campuses better, meant that some programs closed. As programs evolved, so did sustainability theory and practices. Thinkers like Molly Kawahata, she pushes back on the idea that individual behavior change is the way forward. She points out that individuals don't have the most negative environmental impact. It's not all of us as individuals. Global corporations do. She questioned if individual behavior change gives people a genuine sense of accountability and accomplishment, but does it inspire people to do more? Or does it instead give people a false sense that they've done enough and can stop there? She pointed out that emotions of fear, guilt, and shame don't impact positive change, they paralyze us. Recent scholars like Ann Ward acknowledge that paralysis that many young and not so young people feel due to climate anxiety, that's real. In her studies, young climate activists, including student eco-reps, quote, process their emotions by creating a culture of cultivated optimism. The young people she studied, when working in teams, validate their emotions, such as fear, anger, and sadness, then together transition to a place where they feel the need to act. Finally, they connect that action to a sense of hope. This is not passively hoping for a better future, but doing something about it that keeps the hope and optimism fueled. EcoRep programs help create such a space. Reflecting on these concepts last year, I was curious about the impact of our own program and other programs had on a larger scale. I know from our own annual feedback forums that the EcoReps themselves found community in being part of the group. They learned skills like event planning and communication techniques, and they learned about sustainability concepts and who to talk to about our systems like transportation or food. I knew anecdotally that former eco-rep students of mine from UVM and from Champlain had gone on to some amazing and influential jobs in sustainability and public service. I wondered if this was similar at other campuses. At the same time, I learned about the concept of theory of change, a jargony way of mapping the impact that mission-driven programs have. I started drafting a theory of change for our eco-reps program and discussed it with peers at other campuses. So again, picture this, concentric circles, with the individual eco-reps at the center with this big moonshot vision of building a culture, of taking action to create global policy shifts that attain the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. Big mission, big noisy planes overhead. So at the center of this model, the eco-reps themselves inspire and motivate through a sense of guided purpose and love, creating their own individual behavior change. In the next ring out, the eco-reps, the students, learn, act, and showcase to inspire and motivate their peers on campus. Together, the campus community can create change within our institution and encourage broader impact by engaging civically through activism, let us vote, voting, and service. In their next stages of life, and as professionals and community members, alumni influence workplaces and local politics, scaling up for that more systemic national and global policy change. So that's the model. My peers were intrigued, so a couple of us designed a research project to test this model's assumptions. We submitted a proposal for the Association for the Advancement of Sustainability in Higher Education, ASHE, their conference, and next week, next Wednesday, a colleague of mine from Tufts and I will be sharing our findings. And they boil down to this. Asked separately, we asked program coordinators like myself, as well as current and past students, the ideas of the top impacts of their programs. And miraculously, they both named the same three things as the top impacts of the program. Number one, programs add to the overall culture of sustainability on campus. Number two, students develop other skills like event planning, professional writing, outreach. And three, students develop skills as peer educators. Those were all agreed upon. So additionally, students reported that programs have strong influences on their voting participation and other acts of civic engagement, as well as their career choices. It's harder to know the broader impacts of our program, but this is something that we can keep studying. So do eco-reps programs cultivate optimism? These reflections from student participants from our campus and other campuses confirm this. So the following are quotes, direct quotes from students. I feel like we have made an impact on the campus with choices the university and students made. I learned so much about working as part of a team and speaking my mind and advocating for what I believe in. Being an eco-rep was probably the most influential and memorable part of my time in undergrad. Eco-reps has been life-changing for me, helping me learn how to make sustainability a priority in my career regardless of the field I choose. When I went to college, I was told that I would find my people. This didn't happen for years until I had the opportunity to join eco-reps. And I have referenced my experience as an eco-rep in every job interview I have had since, loads of transferable skills. So I've got a couple eco-reps here today. Come here, we got Emma, we got Bridget. Who else is there, anybody? All right. So picture it, Champlain College, 2022. A community of students wearing these shirts, there's some different colors, or not, and she's amazing. Learning together, doing together, getting ready to make lasting change together. Oh, and please go vote.